football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bulls will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Alabama's offense will have first crack at this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Barney. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown time! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So USF's offense will go to work for the first time today. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gets him the ball at the 29-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got the first down and more. Taking it the other way.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Motion from the wideout. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. off the boot, looking for his man. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bama!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
That's caught. It's Brown. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got a man. It's Nimrod. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Making side adjustments here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. That's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an act.
They will score! Touchdown Bulls! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over the Stallions. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets the first down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barney. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, not willing to invite disaster, the offense takes a knee, and they'll go to the break trailing. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires left. He makes a catch. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, losing your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
He's got it! Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the middle. It's McLaughlin. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. How to make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a running back.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Nimrod. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Bulls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, South Florida. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 22 to UTSA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeps it on the draw. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure that
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Now they'll run it to the right here. What a job out front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something that jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working that left side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Until that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Catch in the middle. It's Horton. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Let's go. Here's the handoff. Fights off the defender. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Grant behind the line. It's Barney. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. To throw, it's Simpson. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Great job by the back on the option.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They go to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing.